Let's see if we can get to the peak of Mount Komorebi. Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my playthrough of the Djinnify Me mod, and we're on the second tier of the aspiration. In the first part, we unlocked it and we got through the first part and even part of the second part. So now, as I said, we need to successfully reach the peak of Mount Komorebi and eat the plasma fruit on the top of Mount Komorebi. And it is now Monday in the game, Monday evening, so Harper went to work today because I figured why not, and they have been working on their rock climbing skill, hence why we now have a rock climbing wall, and they have both maxed their skills. Of course, that was helped by the fact that we do have a tiny residential lot. We're the second tier, which does boost skills. I have a club that is constantly going, and I added rock climbing as one of the things that had a boost. So while we had a club gathering going, it boosted the speed, which was all the time. I had them read the skill book, I had them take a skill class, and then I had them just do rock climbing. Initially, we went to the gym, but then I thought that doesn't make sense. We should come back home and buy a rock climbing. They have enough money, buy a rock climbing wall and work on it here, where they're going to get the boost, double boost from the club gathering and the tiny residential lot type. And so they have, as I said, both maxed that skill. And while they were at it, Trace maxed his fitness skill, whereas Harper still has a little bit to go on her fitness skill. I can't remember where she's at. And of course, I've got to sort this to be alphabetical. She's level 8. So I think Trace is a little bit more muscular than he was from all the climbing, the rock climbing wall. And that they don't have any of the moodlets from climbing it. She actually had a pulled muscle, so I had her have a muscle relaxing soak bath. But anyways, we're going to try and go. I have bought them a tent in case we need it. I'm not sure that we do because I think there's often tents at like the one layover spot. And I bought them a cooler, and they had already got a barbecue, which there's one here too. They had probably got both of them, but they have one in their inventory, and then as you can see, there's one there. I think they got the same one. It's the one you often get as a gift with holidays. So let's actually have Trace do this. I did also test. I was able to swap aspirations. I wasn't 100%. I know generally you can, but I wasn't sure with this particular mod if that was going to be possible, but I was able to do it. But when I saved and quit, I did make sure they were on the same one, which also probably isn't necessary, but I figured why take a chance? They weren't working on anything else. So we're going to go under social events. He's doing this autonomously. And we're going to plan a social event. So this is a specific social event that, of course, you have to have the goals. The little ability to check it isn't there. You just have a checked goal, which, of course, was more relevant in the days when, if you had a season, which we don't have going on right now, you couldn't have goals on holidays. Seasons being, I said season. When you had a holiday with seasons, you couldn't have goals for your social events. But they fixed that a while ago, which I was very happy with because I used to not have parties on holidays because of it. But see, this one was always like grayed out in that it's a forced gold event. So we're going to go there and hopefully they can do this. They only have rock climbing skill. They don't have the other like skiing or snowboarding, but I don't think you should need it. So our leader is going to be Trace since he's maxed both fitness and rock climbing. And our member will be Harper, and it'll just be the two of them. So now we're going to, start at the onsen bathhouse. So I'll be back once they're there. So we're here at the onsen, and we're supposed to gather our excursion members near the trail map marker at the top of the climbing route. So this is the onsen, and I've already asked them to gather together, so we'll see how long it takes. And of course it's freezing, not the best. Of course it doesn't matter what time of year it is because it's always winter in this area, and I'm used to playing with spellcasters who have brooms who get places quickly, and that's not going to be the case with them, of course. So I'm not sure how long it'll take, but hopefully they get there soon, and I'll be back once they're up there. Okay, so we're here And I did have them both buy climbing gear. So we're going to put that on. And they also have the various things for helping them. So here it is. So we are going to equip climbing gear, and we'll have them both do that. She's not quite here yet. Equip climbing gear, and they both have the remedies as well as the climbing gear. And so we need to... Doesn't seem to be counting. Oh, maybe it's because we have to. So why don't we see if we can... I haven't done this since shortly after the pack came out. Okay. Well, we have to do any exercise to warm up. So why don't you do some exercise? Why don't you... Let's see. You can't... It's too thick. Not that I was planning on doing that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's got to be on the ground. No. Oh, here we go. Maybe this will help. Do pre-climb stretching. And they have the various options, like make a protein bar, make an energy bar, because they have the ingredients. Chalk hands. So maybe we'll chalk hands. Check. Okay, so we have to have him check. Check excursion members, climbing readiness.
Oh.
Hopefully what he's doing will count for... I have a club gathering going, and I have her being energized. She's still not energized. She's all inspired. Okay, luckily that counted. Okay, so we're checking. You should probably chalk your hands too. So why don't you chalk your hands? And let's do that. So we got that done. And then you may as well both climb the wall. So you're going to inspect the climbing conditions. You may as well, even though they're not saying to do that. Inspect the climbing conditions. And then you're going to one time climb normally. And you may as well do the same thing, because we just want to get up there. I don't know if there's a way to get up there without climbing. Like if there's a path around. I'm guessing no. So they're... Let's see. They're just climbing normally. She's working probably on her fitness skill as she's climbing. So chance as a successful climb is high. Both of them do. Chance. Okay, so now we need to consult trail map marker, is I'm sure what we have to do. Because maybe he's too far away. There we do. We got it. We can move on. We can move on. So this is it for our club gathering. Let's check their needs. Why don't we rally the troops before we go on? Because past this, we won't be able to have a club gathering, I'm sure. Okay, he's consulting it. Okay, so we're going to move on and see what is in store with the next spot. So we're here. We're supposed to have a sim rest for at least an hour. I'm not sure how likely we're going to be able to do that because neither of them is tired because I just rallied the troops. And there's the tent. So she is... But maybe we can rest after we get up to the top because we did bring our own with us. So we need to inspect. So we're going to have you come here and inspect the climbing wall conditions. And you can do the same, you may as well. And then we'll have them both climb up the rock wall. And gather near the top. And if we have a silver, we won't need to have them rest. If we don't have a silver, then we will need to have them rest. And I don't know whether it would help them to chalk their hands again. So we'll see if that's an option. Nope, we've already done it. She could do her pre-climbing stretching. And I doubt... I'm going to assume he can't. Oh, he could do it. So they don't say to do it, but why not? We're trying to kill a little bit of time to see whether... either of them will be tired enough to rest. And by bringing the tent, we can stick it out on the top and have them rest after if it's necessary. Because if we have a silver, we won't need to rest. We have to have a silver before we can move on to the next part. Oh, he's climbing cautiously. He just started that on his own. I didn't actually tell him to climb, but Harper is not climbing yet. She's just standing there. I don't know. Hopefully he makes it up. Maybe she should climb cautiously too. We'll just go back to climb normally. See if she gets up there climbing normally. Climb up a rock wall. Well, didn't it count for him climbing up? Maybe climbing up cautiously doesn't count for it. Perhaps. Okay, why don't you go consult the trail marker? Yeah, I definitely don't remember telling him to climb cautiously at all. But it counted now that they're up, and you should go here. And we'll see whether that gets us to a silver by going there. And if not, like I said, we'll stick our tent out and hopefully one of them can sleep for an hour. Because neither of them, well, Trace is definitely, neither of them are tired. So we got one near. Let's go fast so she can get there. Oh, what are you doing? You're supposed to get here. You're not supposed to be shoveling snow. I never told you to shovel snow. I told you to get over to the marker. I'm not sure. Let's see. Negate. And we don't have a gold. I really want a gold. I'm going to see if we can sleep. I don't remember who had the tent. Okay, she has the barbecue and he has the tent and the cooler. So let's put this in the place in the world. Let's try that. See if you can sleep. Okay, so why don't you try and sleep? Why don't you both try and have a sleep and let's see whether or not this will count for... See if you can sleep for an hour, because I'm not sure that you can. Why can't you sleep? Go sleep in there. So we have As Ready as Ever from Rock Climbing Skill. He had that too. So we'll see whether they can sleep for an hour. Yay, we got it. So we can move on. So you can get up. You can get up. And you can put that in your inventory. So we can take it with us. And now we are going to move on to the next one. So now we have to have a sim climb courageously. We need to have a sim eat something. And we need to get up to the top of it. And we also got a... I have been playing in the save because I did start them as teens, like I said in the last part. And they did play a few weeks. Everyone is thrilled they made it this far up Mount Komorebi. The group's leader has earned the Capable Mountaineer trait. So let's look for that trait. And it would only be Trace because he's the leader. So this says, these Sims have good working knowledge of the climbing routes up Mount Komorebi. This will slightly improve their odds of success when rock climbing, completing goals on their next excursion, and other outdoor activities. So, no, we had they both loved the outdoors as a trait, and he joined us. So we reached the Mount Komorebi summit. Did we really? Okay. Well, he's a little bit hungry. Well, why don't we have you make a protein bar and then eat that as you're eating? And are you a little bit hungry too? You're not really that hungry. Why don't we just see... We'll see whether eating a tomato counts. Oh. I think it was his, because he did the protein bar, and I think he ate it. Oh, no, he didn't. Just, I don't know, he's got it here. That's actually kind of handy. I forgot that they could do that. Though I suppose they can eat the fruit. But I'm guessing that would fill them up more. I'm hoping. Why don't we eat it? We'll have him eat it. And see what that does. Though I guess we need them to be hungry enough. Though I don't think the plasma fruit, I'm thinking they're going to get a negative mood lap from it. All right. So now we need to have a sim climb courageously. Here it is. Okay. So we're going to inspect again. Just because, and I will not, as soon as they get over there, I'm going to check and see whether they can chalk their hands again. So they're here, we can chalk hands. And we will have him do the same. And there's a cooldown on that, making a protein bar. Has to wait. Doesn't say how long. It just says he has to wait.
Forensic.
Let's see how full he is. He's completely full. He wasn't actually that hungry. And so her little tomato didn't fill her up as much as his protein bar. I'd be curious how much it fills them if they're hungrier than that. So you're still inspecting, and then you have to. Have you chalked? Let's see. You did. Is there any? We'll do the pre-climb stretching, and then you are going to one time climb courageously. So I think if I remember correctly, you need to be like a level 8 to be able to climb courageously, or 9. It's pretty high. I remember that. But like I said, I really haven't done this. I did this a number of times after Snowy Escape came out. And then this was actually broken in a lot of saves, and I just wasn't like, I just didn't do it. So I haven't done it for a long time. So it was kind of fun. It gets me to do things that I haven't done for a while. And you may as well do your pre-climb stretching too. I don't know if that helps. Let me know if you do this more often. Because like I said, I did it a number of times when the pack came out and with a number of different Sims, but I really don't remember that much about it anymore. So he's climbing courageously. Oh, that's high. Let's see. Has a long high. We'll see if he gets up there. And if he gets up there, she can just climb normally. Zoomed out so that I can see, kind of. And of course, I came in the middle of the night. Like you do. But I just wanted to get on with it. I didn't want to wait. And he made it up. Did that count for climbing courageously? It did. Okay, I just saw some snow fall down. What's she doing? She's climbing cautiously. Well, you don't probably need to climb cautiously. You could probably just climb normally. Let's see what's up here. Is this like there's a cave up here and it's often frozen? Well, since she's taken so much time, why don't we come here and investigate the main tunnel? Fun fact, if you do come, even if we were to come back once they're Djinn and they can like teleport, so if you have any Sims who can like skip the wall, you obviously need to have someone who's climbing so that you can get through the excursion, but you can have all the other Sims, or even if they're regular Sims and can teleport with the yoga skill, they can do it too. Actually, wellness skill, not yoga skill. I knew that was coming out wrong. But you got the message. She's so slow. Are you going to make it up? I would not have told you to go cautiously. I would have told you to climb normally. Sometimes cautiously just strikes me as almost more dangerous. Okay, so we got up. And why don't you go to the trail marker. And then this is the last part, actually. We don't need to... Then once we get past this, then we're going to be at the peak. So we should have this done once we get up to the next part. Let's see. Okay, I have you consulting the trail marker. But why don't we have you come and consult the trail marker too? And I don't know what their wellness skill is. We have a wellness yoga mat. And of course, they had the meditation stool, but I had just bought that. So she's pretty low. She's level 4. And he is probably not very high either. 5. Okay, so we got this. Did he get it? He got a candy. He's running because it's all the while shaking up the bitter cold of the air inside. A pale blue glow begins to build around him, and soon a mountain spirit appears and flits around. Takes a candy wrapper and some tissues drop out of Trace's pocket and blown through the cave. The spirits flash an angry orange and chase Trace out into a thunder snow. Oh no. Not very good. Did he get anything for that? I'm in his inventory. I don't see anything. I know sometimes you can find little things. I don't remember what they're called when you go in there, but it doesn't look like he got it. And he's running away. Consult. Yeah, run inside. Where are you running inside? There's no inside to run inside to. Okay, you need to get over here. You're so slow. Of course, you don't have the yoga skill to be able to teleport there. And it is a thunder snow. Can you get up here so that we can move on? There, we got it. So now we need to move on and get to the peak. We're here at the peak. And we have this here. So we got this successfully reached the peak. Let's see that they both have it. Yay. And the group reached the peak of Mount Komorebi after conquering the Croft ice ball with grace and style. Everyone is ecstatic. The group can join the exclusive club of Sims who can wear the mountain climbing beanie and bracelet to show off their accomplishment. Their leader earned the expert mountaineer trait and a nice plaque to hang on the wall at home. And that was the one we got before, and this is the 25th lot I've supposedly visited in this save. So, I actually placed, get my bearings. I was further up than I realized. This is a lot that I built when the pack came out, so it has stuff that would have been around at that time. So we're gonna go here together, and I'm not sure if this is the peak where they need to eat it or if they could eat it right where they were already. Is this... Oh, okay. He got a call for this. I didn't realize that when he was like out doing this that they would get this, but we'll say he'll be a botanist, and I'll say he's working from home. Work from home. Is this a tree? Oh, it's a pomegranate. Oh, we can harvest it even though it's not, I guess because it's kind of like it's winter all the time here even though it's summer. I don't know how you would actually get to it. And there's a pea bush. I guess you can walk over here. Pea bush, tree. I've never looked. That's pretty funny. So they're going to come up here, and then we're going to eat the plasma fruit. Well, we'll start with Trace, because for some reason, probably because it's cold up here, Harper's gone inside. So we got to get that. We have lots of plasma fruit, honestly, because we have plasma fruit trees already at home, because I sometimes plant them with the possibility that my Sims can learn vampire lore, make the vampire cure, and sell it and make a fortune, especially if you sell it on... previously a yard sale table, but now if you have Home Shelf Hustle, you can sell it there. And if you complete the Home Shelf Hustle Fortune Aspiration, then you can get a 500% markup, which you can do on any of the table-y type things. So the street gallery, the yard sale table, or the food stand, if you have that trait. So we're going to have him eat this plasma fruit and see what happens.
No.
You drink it. It's been a while since I've had a Sim have that. Usually they get a negative moodlet. Yeah, it's there. The Bloodied Mountain. The ascent up Mount Komorebi had been a journey of endurance and determination for Trace. Months of preparation, learning to rock climb, honing his fitness, and acquiring the necessary gear and provisions. Yet through it all, his vision of the mountain persisted in his mind, an enchantment driving him towards an unknown destiny. As he gazed out over the breathtaking vista spread out before him, a sense of awe washed over Trace. The world stretched out in all directions, a tapestry of snow-capped peaks and rolling clouds dancing beneath the azure sky. With trembling hands, Trace reached into his pack and withdrew the mysterious fruit, its surface still gleaming with an otherworldly light. It remained unchanged, a silent witness to the passage of time and the trials that had brought him to this moment. The fruit felt heavy in his hands, its weight a harbinger of the journey that lay ahead. With a mixture of anticipation and trepidation, Trace took a bite. The taste, a sickening mix of bitterness and metallic tang, assaulted his senses. Disgust surged through him, but with grim determination he forced himself to consume the entire fruit. Dark red juice dripped from his hands, down his hands, staining the pristine snow beneath his feet blood red. A searing pain gripped him as a vision unfolded, a volcano on a distant island. Oh, it's our neighborhood. The pain subsided as quickly as it had come, leaving Trace breathless and disoriented. It took a moment for Trace to notice the blood-red stone laying at his feet. He picked it up with determination, the revelation of the island with the volcano lingering in his mind, a haunting premonition of the next stretch of his mystical journey. Okay, well, this is where we live, so. Okay, so he has to visit Sulani, find the heart at the volcano, find the Omniscient royal bass in the jungle of Selvadorada, offer the heart of Sulani. Oh, so we need to actually find a heart. So this is probably... The vision was clear. Go to Sulani and look around. Interaction at the volcano on Waplem until you find what you're looking for. The interaction is available. Okay. But that's probably like one of the treasures, which we may already have one of, but whatever. Find the Omniscient. Offer the heart of Sulani to the ancient Omniscient ghost in Selvadorada. So we need a high Selvadoradian culture skill to complete this task. Otherwise, the ghost will not talk to them. So you need to go to the jungle of Selvadorada and find the bass, then offer the heart. Okay, I don't remember there being any. Anyways, we'll be doing that. But first, we need to go back home to Sulani and find the heart at the volcano. But before we do that, we need to have Harper eat the plasma fruit too, so that she gets essentially the same premonition. There we go. Like I said, it's even nice because it's been improved slightly. So we'll let her eat hers. And he has this foul fruit from eating food containing plasma fruit. So there she got the same one. And she should be also on this next one where she has to visit Sulani, which we will do in the next part. Because that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!